this morning, San Diego City Councilwoman Marni von Wilpert is running for Congress.
Yeah, she's looking to unseat Republican Darrell Issa, who currently represents California's 48th Congressional District. She's joining us live in the studio here this morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
So, big announcement here today.
That's a big deal.
Tell us about the decision behind this.
Yeah, I'm very excited to announce my run for Congress. You know, I'm a San Diego local. I grew up here serving my city, and I've watched in my lifetime as I've grown up, the cost of living just rise astronomically here in San Diego. It's getting harder for people my age to afford a place to live, you know, to keep food on the table. And while I've been fighting every day at City Hall to make life better through doing group coupon programs for seniors to lower the price of food or housing down payment assistance for teachers to be able to afford to live here, I'm watching Donald Trump and Darrell Issa raise the cost of living on us through their policies. The tariff war is crushing our small businesses that are paying to just simply manufacture products. We're losing manufacturing grants in our biotech industry because they're cutting health and science grants, and they're taking away our right to health care by cutting Medicaid for people who are working. So while I've spent my whole life trying to make things better for us here in San Diego and work for women's reproductive freedom and making sure that people like me who are LGBTQ can live with dignity in our society, I've watched Darrell Issa and Donald Trump try and take my rights away. So I'm running for Congress to fight back and take our country back.
Okay, let's talk about the governor's redistricting push. How much did that influence your decision to run?
So I am not a fan of the fact that anywhere in this nation that we are redistricting. I do not think this should be our solution to politics. However, we didn't start this fight. You know, it started in Texas, and they're trying to take away our rights in California to have equal representation. So we do need to fight back. And it is exciting that redistricting will open up a possibility for a young professional woman like me to run for office. We don't often get to see that for young people running for Congress.
You brought up Darrell Issa, the congressman, saying that, in his words, the redistricting is a Democrat power grab, and he says that Governor Gavin Newsom's trying to rig the midterms. So that's his response to the redistricting plans. What is your reaction to that?
So Darrell Issa and Donald Trump know they cannot win this election on their failed policies alone. That's why they went to Texas to try and rig the elections against us. We are actually doing this the Democratic way. Texas imposed the maps on their people. We're giving people a chance to vote. It is the most democratic thing we can do. Second of all, I still have to win this race. Redistricting does not mean people will vote for me. I have to do this the old-fashioned way, go door to door, meet voters in every corner of this district, just like I did to win my city council race, and I'm looking forward to getting out there and meeting people at the streets.
Okay, so you mentioned Darrell Issa. There's another Democrat, Amar Kemp-Najjar. He's also announced that he's running against Issa and you. So tell us why voters should choose you over him in the Democratic Party.
So I am the only Democrat running in this race who's actually won elections. I have flipped a district already red to blue on my city council seat. I know what it takes. I've also spent the past 5 years delivering results for my community. You know, I chair the Public Safety Committee, and I believe there is no greater responsibility than government than keeping people safe. I make sure that if you have to call 911, God forbid, somebody answers on time every time. I know how to pass a responsible, balanced budget. Congress doesn't have to do that. They need more people in local government who by law have to pass balanced budgets on time. I'm sick of seeing them play with our national economy by possibly shutting our government down every year. It's hurting our credit ratings. The national debt is ballooning. And people like my age, when we retire, I do not want our biggest taxpayer payment to be debt service. We need people in Congress who know how to run a budget like I do and who know how to deliver results like I do.
Councilwoman, thanks so much for coming on the show. Best of luck to you. And I know it's going to be a busy few weeks and months ahead for you.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.